Who gets teased the most of all the brothers? I mean.
Wow, that's a hard question to answer, but I would say Randy. He's not here, but Randy.
Now, if you ask the question, who is the parent's favorite, we can answer that like that.
Who's that?
Me.
Whoa! You didn't say you, Marlon. You was like, nope.
No, Jermaine.
Really? What about Janet? Come on. No?
No, Jermaine gets away with everything.
Really?
He's a mama's boy.
Yeah, he's a mama's boy. He's been a mama's boy since he was like that. He would tell on his own self.
There you go, Jermaine Jackson, a mama's boy. Never thought we'd hear that. Well, that, of course, the Jacksons talking about their mother's favorite kid. It's like 9 of them. While they were funny, seriously playing favorites is not a funny thing. It can hurt your child's self-esteem and his or her relationship with other siblings. And here to break it all down is an expert in her own right, my friends. She's a mother of 6 boys. Colleen O'Callaghan-Miele. Thank you for being here, Colleen. How are you?
You're welcome. Great. Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about this. You had 6 boys. God bless you, first of all. I don't know how you survived that, but let's talk about that. You know, one of the things I hear a lot from parents is you don't necessarily play favorites, although people on the outside see that. You do cater to each individual child's needs.
That's important because each individual child has their own special needs and their uniqueness, and they have their challenges. They all come with their own set of challenges. So then it's really important to identify the uniqueness and then also to address their challenges individually.
Do you remember any of the challenges that you had? Now, again, you had 6 boys, so I'm sure it's hard to remember a lot of stuff. You were keeping up with a lot of people. But do you remember any particular challenge that really stumped you and had you, you know, stepping back, you and your husband thinking, okay, what do we do now?
Probably my own experience would not necessarily be my husband, but the tantrum in the store. And you have all 6 children, and one, it gets pulled aside, and then all of a sudden you ask yourself, well, what do I do in this situation? And you get kind of stumped because they're all different. So that would be my #1 experience.
Just to recognize the fact that they're all different, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So now you got to plan activities with each child, their needs and their uniqueness in mind. That can be overwhelming when you have 6.
It can, but when you plan them and you make the children aware of the fact that the focus is in something that is an area that is one child's, you know, need and uniqueness, and creates their own sense of, you know, specialty. Then everybody gets involved and everybody feels like they're a part of that.
Yeah, because every child wants to feel like they're special, even if it's in a big group like that.
And we teach the other children too that they get to be a part of that specialness.
Nice, very cool. Okay, so when siblings are involved, try to teach each equally usually backfires and undermines children's individuality. Explain that.
Well, it does. What happens is when you're disciplining one and or you're creating something and you're trying to do it all equally. And it doesn't fit the one child's uniqueness. It doesn't fit their characters. It doesn't actually relate to them, so they feel like they're
like out of place.
And it kind of devalues them. It takes away their specialness and their individuality.
Yeah, very cool. Well, my friend, you look great. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, her oldest is in his 30s, and she has 2 grandchildren, so she did something very good.
Thank you.
Colleen, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I'm going to talk to you during commercial break. All right.